Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. First, there was Hendo Cinco, then Bazooka Joe. Now we've got a quarterback dubbed as the chosen one. But who's next for Josh Heupel? Who's the next great quarterback to take over at the University of Tennessee? Look, if things go the way we want, if things go as planned, if Nico is who we say he is, he's going to be here for 2024 and 2025, and then he's off to the NFL. So who steps in next for Josh Heupel at the University of Tennessee? Will it be Jake Merklinger, a prospect signed in the class of 24, four-star quarterback? I like Jake Merklinger's competitive edge. Or will it be five-star quarterback George MacIntyre out of Brentwood Academy in Nashville, Tennessee? Is he going to come home? Is he going to stay home? Is he going to be the chosen one, the hometown hero? Or is he going to break our hearts like Ty Simpson? He is scheduled to come off the board, said January or February, but the way things are trending, the way it looks right now, George MacIntyre is going to make a decision within the next couple of weeks. We are going to have it covered right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network. Don't you worry about that. He dropped his top 10 back in October, but this thing has been all about three teams. It has been about Tennessee, Alabama, and LSU, but more specifically, it sounds like lately it is a Tennessee-Alabama showdown. Now, a lot of people in the national media, they think it's all Alabama. You go look at the On3 recruiting prediction machine, it's all Alabama, and I know what that means for some of you. Some of you are going to say, boys, it's over. He's off to Alabama. Why are we talking about it? Boogie, why are you live streaming his commitment? He's going to Alabama. If you listen to VolQuest, you listen to Austin Price, he has stayed true throughout this entire process that Tennessee has set themselves up in a great spot for the five-star quarterback. We're going to follow it. We're going to track it. We're going to talk about it. Where is Tennessee actually at with George MacIntyre? We're going to get into it, but as always, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up just below the video. It's quick. It's free. It's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't pretend to be any of that. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live, when we drop a video. We got tons of fun content coming your way. Live film breakdowns, recruiting live streams. We play a little NCAA football revamped every Tuesday night at 6:30, but we talk all things Tennessee on that live stream, so come check that out as well. And just don't miss out. Make sure you guys subscribe, dialed in, click that bell for notification. But let's get into it. Let's talk about George MacIntyre. You see the profile on the screen. Again, five-star quarterback, a top 15 prospect according to the On3 industry rankings. Number 2 ranked quarterback in the country, but more specifically, top player out of the state of Tennessee. We got a film breakdown coming your way tomorrow. Make sure you tune into that early Sunday morning. We talk about it. We talk about the importance of putting up a border, locking down your state. When you got a guy like George MacIntyre, you got to go get him. You got to get him in the boat, and I think this will kind of launch the class of 2025. I think once you've got that quarterback in the boat, that's your foundation. That's your anchor. Now you can start adding weapons all around him. Tennessee's got some interest from big-time prospects, 5-star offensive tackle, a 5-star wide receiver. There's some good in-state talent in the class of 25. So I think, I've talked it to death, but I think 2024 for Josh Heupel is the year. I think it is the turning point. Is he going to be the guy? Is he going to launch Tennessee into the right direction? If so, you got to take advantage of Nico. You've got to take advantage of a generational talent. You got to go out and win football games and then build this high school class of 25. I think it is crucial for the success of Josh Heupel at the University of Tennessee. But again, let's talk about George MacIntyre. As I said earlier, he dropped his top 10 back in October, but it's always been Tennessee, Alabama, and LSU. Here's what he had to say. I said, Alabama is about winning. They are still the standard of college football in my mind. LSU has that track record of developing quarterbacks. Tennessee is about that explosive offense and how their team is always led by their quarterback. He says, I've always visited those three schools, but two of those have always stood out. It is a one-on-one battle between two schools, and it is very tight between those two schools. Again, the reality is he's talking about Tennessee, Alabama, and LSU, the two schools. Even though he doesn't mention them, it is a Tennessee-Alabama battle. He says, when I pick between those two, the head coach will matter a lot. Then the family feel within the system and the culture are other key factors. So if we break down those comments, if we overanalyze those comments, and something that George MacIntyre has done throughout his entire recruitment is keep his cards close to the chest. You don't know what George is going to do. I think these people in the national media media are guessing Alabama because guess what? Alabama typically wins these type of recruiting battles. But when you break down those comments, the head coach will matter. A lot of rumor, a lot of speculation that Nick Saban is on the back nine. He could be out the door. A lot of people thought he wanted to go win a national championship and ride off into the sunset. How much longer is he going to be at Alabama? Will he be there 5 years from now when George McIntyre is a senior? Then he goes on to talk about family feel, fitting within the system and the culture. All of that aligns with Josh Heupel in Tennessee. Been on campus a ton, man. He visited Alabama 6 times, LSU 4 times, Tennessee 5 times, most recently the Georgia game. Coming off that Georgia visit, Chad Simmons of On3 actually felt like Tennessee kind of had the edge with Alabama and LSU trailing just a little bit. But this is a quote coming out of that Georgia game. It says it was great. Love being around the guys. Cool university, cool city. Definitely feel like they're a program that the trajectory is going up. Again, Nico, it is crucial. It is crucial that we build a successful team around Nico the next 2 years. It's crucial. Goes on to say Georgia's a good team, and I feel like everyone loses to Georgia, so you can't blame them for that. Again, some people put so much into a kid visiting for a game like Georgia where you get beat. These kids are not looking at that. They're looking at so much more than just one football game. Talked about Heupel. Very personable guy. We've been around each other a lot ever since they started recruiting me more than a year ago. He's come to our school a lot. I've come here a lot, so we've been around each other for sure. Says the biggest thing is he has been there, done that. This is so crucial for me when it comes to Josh Heupel recruiting quarterbacks. And again, Hendon Hooker had so much success with him. Joe, say what you will, statistically, Joe had a pretty good year. Was he what we wanted him to be? No, I don't think so. But now Nico. Why does Nico want to come play for Josh Heupel? Why would George McIntyre, why would Jake Merklinger want to come play for Josh Heupel? Because he's been there, done that. Says he's been a quarterback at the highest level, and he knows how to coach the position. That's a big addition to recruiting in knowing he has been there and done that. Again, I think that's advantage Heupel. You go back and look at the quote about culture, about family, about head coach, about the system. Advantage Heupel. Now you look at this. Been there, done that. Advantage Heupel. What's another advantage for Josh Heupel? George McIntyre's sister just so happens to attend the University of Tennessee. But now when he was asked about that, he said it is strictly going to be a football-based decision. So let's take a look. If you don't know who George McIntyre is, if you're not familiar with his game, let's take a look at his game because a lot of people just assume. They just assume that he is a pocket quarterback. The kid's got some athleticism. He's a basketball player. He shows off some athleticism in this film that I've actually got up on the screen right now. But this is a quote from his offensive coordinator at Brentwood Academy. He says, I think when you're looking at a quarterback, he can throw every ball. Some guys have rocket arms, but can't hit water out of a boat. Guys can't fit a touch ball. For George, he can throw every ball. That is going to make him. That's what makes him likable. He can throw a quick game really well. If he needs to drop a fade ball deep, he's going to do it with touch and accuracy. It's not just a 50-50 ball. He can really guide it into windows. Goes on to say that's what makes him special at the high school level. He can make those throws. He'll make those exact same throws at the NFL level. He's doing it as a 17-year-old. It's pretty impressive. He goes on to say, I worked with Jared Goff when he was a freshman at Cal. Tall, skinny kid, really similar to George. George, what makes him so unique is he's tall and gangly right now, but he's also athletic. You can watch him play basketball, and that adds to what people see in him. He can move, which makes him special. And, again, you've already seen a couple of clips already on the highlights right now that just show off exactly how athletic George McIntyre is. He's not just an NFL arm. He's got some escapability to him. He's got some athleticism to him. The On3.com scouting report measured in at 6'2", 170 pounds during summer camp visits. George McIntyre is tall, signal caller with strong projectable tools as a passer and playmaker. Measured in around 6'5.5", 185 pounds prior to his junior season. So, again, we're seeing him grow, get bigger, more physical, more size. Has a tall, wiry build that should continue to fill out over time. Touts a tight, compact throwing motion with his little moving parts. The release is whippy quick, flashes good arm strength with the ability to flick passes out to the boundary and downfield. Mechanical foundation points to a baseline level of accuracy. Bouncy, light-footed mover within the pocket, avoids pressure in the backfield, stepping up in the pocket. We're seeing some of that athleticism right now on the screen. Goes on to say he's capable of making high-level second reaction plays, has strong easy for me to say. He's got some improv skills. How about that? Shows a long stride in the open field, doubles as a high-level high school basketball player and received high major looks as an upperclassman, plays a tough schedule, but does not have the production or efficiency typical of an elite college quarterback prospect. High school team struggled in his junior season, will need to continue making strides as a player on Friday nights and adding weight to his frame, but has the potential to be one of the top quarterbacks to come out of the 2025 cycle. So again, I'm seeing the plays, I'm seeing the athleticism. Top 15 player, number 2 ranked quarterback in the country according to On3. Final comments. This is what he had to say regarding Alabama. I love the tradition. I love the logo. That was kind of the initial thoughts. After getting on campus, visiting multiple times, I can see myself fitting into the culture there. They're all about winning, and I wouldn't want to join a team where that's not the main goal. I really like Tommy Reese. He's been on me hard since he first got the job, and I really appreciate him and all his effort in my recruitment. Goes on to talk about Tennessee, being able to see a change in the momentum of the school since Heupel has gotten there. I think Tennessee has been one of the best fan bases in the country. Just the prospect of doing it in your home state, I think they sold that really well. Again, George McIntyre, stay home. Come to Tennessee. You will be a hometown hero. Where is he trending? Is he trending to Alabama? Is he trending to Tennessee? If I had to put the old boogie crystal ball in right now, I'm going Vols, Vols, Vols. I think Tennessee gets it done and launches this class of 25, and I think we're going to see something special coming up throughout the summer in the world of recruiting. Jump into the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. As always, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. And if you want to help a little bit more, hit that join button right down below this video. Besides subscribe, you can join the channel for just $1 a month. You're supporting what we are trying to build here. We would be grateful for that. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.